sings Oma on the Call of Oma album in the track The Age Before. That was done in the live performance, and for some funny reason I seem to work backwards, so create these characters, create these musical performance pieces, and then afterwards go, oh, that could be an album, or that might be good as a film concept or something. It'd be good if my brain worked differently. Anyway, this is Oma's drum. This is Oma's jacket. I'll do a little turn around for you. This took 3 days to make. This is the Book of Oma, which is in the I Am film clip. And it has elephants on the front, and this was one of the things that started the whole process for the whole character and the whole idea of Oma, because during the last ice age, that was when a lot of mastodons and of course woolly mammoths and stuff like that left the planet, same as saber-toothed tigers and other big beasts. And the sad thing about where we're at now in our evolutionary journey is that a lot of the great beasts are leaving, mainly due to habitat loss and the influence that we're having on our ecosystem. So as with a lot of my work, that's a big part of the commentary. So seeing the elephants on here, I've also got a relationship with them going back to childhood, because my grandparents spent a lot of time in Africa, and they used to bring home tribal artifacts and stuff like that. And for little children, you know, it just really stimulates the imagination, seeing spears and shields and exotic animals that aren't in your own country. So this is the Book of Oma, and the idea with the I Am Song of the Earth film clip was that the stories from Oma's life and Oma's lives over time are featured in the book. And you know, it could become a work of art in itself if to create visual artworks and stick them in and stories and stuff, but yeah, that's a whole nother thing. So in the film clip we went through the idea of Oma in her present skin, this one, being in different parts of the world with different power animals, so different shamanic power animals such as the eagle, the elephant, the turtle. Turtle is associated with creation stories and also with matriarchy. Elephants are also associated with matriarchy. They're both beasts that can travel extremely long distances, the turtles being creatures of the water, elephants being creatures of land, and then the eagle, of course, being creatures of air. So we have these creatures of the earth that roam, and their voices aren't always perceived by the human realm, yet they've got a lot to teach us. So anyway, I'll open the Book of Oma. If you're there, I'd like to invite you to leave me some comments. It says live, but I still don't know if we even are. So also any questions that you want to know about this album. There's only 2 more tracks to go, which are, say it on my latest blog. I chose to go live today because I've just posted my latest blog, Composer's Thoughts on Craft series, on instrumentation. So it's all up there. I'm talking about the process. Track list, that's what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, so I have yet to write Only Stories Remain, the music for that, and Foundation and Summons, which is the ending track, which needs to take it back to the start, bind it all together, and create a synthesis that makes sense. So this is how the Call of Oma begins. And I'll put on Oma's accent for you. I'm not going to do all of it, but I'll do a little bit just to take you into the genesis of the whole story and the album. I glimpse out across the universal ocean. into the vastness of space and through the cycles of time. I feel the pull of the current as it comes around again. Lesser cycles, greater cycles, many things shall remain. She is a jewel in a beautiful ocean. She being the earth over here. See this thing here? And we exist in a star-studded sky, a Diamond Valley highway of billions of dreams, where the threads of the mind reach out across the filament of space. I am Oma. Hello, Paul. Hello, Marie. An original clan mother, a root race guardian from the north, an ancestral guardian come before you here to die, bridging the ages to speak on behalf of her and to speak on behalf of all kind. Come with me back to a different dawn, to a different time, to a different law. Come with me back and meet her with a different skin, in a different dream where this age did begin. And so the her that we talk about is the earth, is the memory of the earth, is like the soul of the world that retains all the stories of the lesser affairs of man or humanity, if you want to look at politically correct language. Oma's a storyteller, and she is recounting this story of lost civilization and the decline of high civilization in the past, and how we fell into forgetfulness. We lost our former state. In great myths, it's known as the fall. In part, so it's playing on different cultural mythologies and weaving things together, and it's quite ambitious. So this is the Book of Oma. This is where the poetry lives, and it's what Oma read from when I did the performance last year on Earth Day. Hello Sandra, hello Marie, hello Paul. Is there anything you would like to know about writing albums? Paul, by the way, was one of my early musical friends. We had a band at high school called The Trees, or we couldn't call it a band, we had a duet, didn't we, mate? Hi Steph. Yeah, we used to do duet stuff at school. It's funny, remember those things fondly. So the creative process is quite mysterious, and you never know what's gonna spark you. Like I went to a market the other day and looking for things, so it could be some little thing like this, you know, a little treasure chest, and you open it and all of a sudden you've gone into another world, you know, and a story emerges out of it. And, you know, it could be something associated with it, or it could be something completely different. You just don't know what's going to come. So it's an ongoing process of dreaming. Hello, Jessie. How are you, honey? I can't see any comments. I don't know if that's because I don't even know if I appear the right way around or if I look sideways. Can anyone tell me? Because I thought I'd put it this way so you could get space. I just did the blog this morning, so you can go over to catherinemeeson.com and check that out. There's 5 of them there now. By the time I'm finished, there's going to be probably a little book about creative process, writing an album and all sorts of different musical topics. Interesting journey. I am behind in it because we... well, as you probably know, I was ill for a bit, but we're back to it now. 2 songs to go, and they are going to be a bit tricky, I think. The voices for all the track needs to be re-recorded, and of course a lot of it is narration. There are only specifically 1, 2, 3, 4 actual songs on the album. The rest is the storytelling. And this sort of whole idea of, I guess, concept albums and everything was influenced by people like Rick Wakeman, who did stuff like this in the 70s. I didn't listen to a lot of it, but it just captured my imagination, you know, things like Journey to the Center of the Earth. And I think he did King Arthur or something like that. Anyway, so artists always bind these things together and give commentary on things, whether they're historical things or whether they're contemporary things. And artists are always dealing with the psyche and with the soul and with those things that we struggle to deal with in the everyday world, or we struggle to express. The arts are really supreme in dealing with that sort of stuff and making aspects of human nature and experience palatable that can otherwise be, you know, makes life more livable. And the arts are always those things that are left behind when civilizations crash. And this story is about civilizational decline from the past and our possible impending, you know, who knows what's going to happen in the future. But there's a big event that happens in the story. I don't want to tell you what it is and why the civilization declined. Anyone who came to the performance last year would know why, but I ask you to be shh. I'm not sure if I've said it in one of my blogs. I might have. Even if I have, you're going to have to wait to hear the story and hear what happens. And there's going to be a little treat at the end of it, at the end of the album, that people who get the album can click on to do. So it's going to be interactive. I'm not going to tell you any more about that yet because I'm not sure even what it's going to be. I'm going to do another film clip. It's going to be in character with Oma, and it's going to be for the track Comeback, which is this really melancholic, beautiful song that I actually wrote in 2002 down at Bells Beach after seeing the Dalai Lama. And it's a plea from the ocean, you know. So the ocean and the waters is the place where all life comes forth from. And so it's a plea from the ocean itself, from this great body of life, to return to life and to remember itself. Yeah, so this is a lot of the, I guess, thought behind the work. It is deep, but you know, artists are crazy people, so we're allowed to be deep. Yeah, so anyone got any questions, please post them there for me. I don't know how to see. If I press, I'm going to try pressing a button and hope it doesn't do anything bad. Anyway, I can't see your comments right now, so anything you'd like to know about writing music, concept album, the whole cycle of writing, of expressing ideas. Are you working on something that you want some help with? Help with getting work from your idea actually out there onto the world stage in whatever visionary capacity you have. I'm available for creativity coaching for those sort of things. You know, I've studied that, and of course creative art therapy. So I'd like to extend that offer to anyone out there who wants help with their creative process in any way. I am available for you in a professional capacity. Yeah, anything you want to know about the creative process, mine, or any conversation you'd like to have about your own, your struggles, anything like that, please leave the comments here and we can continue this discussion. We can continue in private as well if you want to send me a private message. Yeah, so thank you so much, Sandra, Steph, Paul, Jess, and I think it was Marie for popping in and saying hello. What happens if I go like that? Oh, I can wave at you all. Oh, how cool is that? Oh, there's someone else there. Whee! Please leave me some comments below and have a wonderful day. Stay warm over winter because it is it's been really cold, really bitey. Yep. Okay. Much love from Kath and from Oma. I'll see you later. Bye.